Yeah, this is something like mellow, you just sit back, relax, you know, get into the groove. cmac, Mr. Lobster and Shrimp. What's happening with you? What's up, world? I'm back at you once again. So, we're going to rap about something. We're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about child support. How it affects the mom, the dad, and as well as the kids. Now, a lot of fathers that I talk to, one of their issues is they feel that the mother is only out for monetary gain and not really interested in the welfare of the child, as far as the parenting with the two of them. And it's kind of hard being an outside dad, because if you're not in the house with the mom and the children, you usually don't get the credit that the in-house dad will get, even if he ain't really doing nothing, but he's there. So a lot of the outside dads, what I hear from them is that they're more treated like an outside dad, and they're more looked at as a cash register, basically. When there's a problem, call your dad, but they're not really giving any real credit or recognition. It's more like, if it's a problem in the house, they get blamed for it. They get blamed for it because they're not there. So, and what I hear from a lot of moms is that, the dads can always do more, and they're with the children, and they feel that they're entitled to more. But it's takes two. It's both of y'all's job and responsibility. You had these kids just as well as he had. So, but I can understand for the moms that's out there doing their own thing and taking care of their own kids. I give you a hand clap, because that's a job within itself. But the moms that don't usually get anything at all, they always tell the moms that get something, to get support. Like, well, when you get support, I don't get anything. And they don't understand the moms that get support, because they like, well, I don't get anything. But so a lot of the moms that do get the support, instead of them being grateful, like, hold on, this man really ain't got to be doing nothing at all. He could be, he could be a loser. But since he is doing something and he is giving you support, instead of them really appreciating that, they kind of take it for granted. And it's almost like extortion to some degree. Because they really don't come together, and that's what I want to really talk about. When you have a child, you need to come together as parents and be concerned with the welfare of the children. I see it more like a competition, like it's more competitive, like, well, you need to do this and you ain't doing that, or I feel you should do this and that, and the child is being neglected. And as the future of the child, there's no college fund set up, there's no trust fund set up, there's nothing set up for even a bank account for the future of the child. It's just money being spent on the child, as well as miscellaneous things, but there's no real future set up for the child. And then when the child gets 18, it's just out. He or she just out here. And I don't think that's fair to the kids. I don't think that's fair. So I wanted to say this to moms, and I wanted to say this to dads. If you got some kids out there, and you got a mother and a father that's taking care of the kids, if y'all can try to come together, because that's the main thing, you know, and get, you know, quit taking things personal, you know. I mean, if a person is doing something and they have the ability to do it, and you're relying on it, of course that's their job, but you're relying on it and they're able to do it. I mean, you can't say that person's not doing anything. You know, doing anything at all is not doing anything at all. It's not looking back, period. You know, and if you're in need of it and you can't take care of the kids by yourself, which you shouldn't have to, but a lot of moms do have to. And a lot of dads do have to. But what I'm saying is, just don't treat that outside dad like he's not nothing at all. Or if even if he's in the house, and if he can't really, because a lot of dads is in the house and they really don't, they're not able to do but so much. You know, still treat him like, okay, you're the father of my kids. You know, don't disrespect them. You know, because things get better. Maybe y'all need to come together more and you can do more. Just think about that. Don't take things personal, you know. I mean, that's bad. That's not good at all. It's not good for nobody, because nobody really wins. You know, nobody really wins, and it's all about the kids, you know. It's about the kids. It's not about you. It's not about how you feel. You know, don't put one against the other. Or, you know, don't try to put the father against the mother or the mother against the father, because that is your mother and that is your father. And make your kids respect the father or the mother, whoever they're living with. Or if they're not living with the father, you know, they should still give that father respect. And you should instill that in them, you know. So, but I see a lot of parents pouring all their issues and their aggression and their frustration in their kids. And then they grow up with a slight resentment, because you only telling them half of the story. You only going to tell them what you want them to hear, you know. And true indeed, no adult is perfect. No adult is perfect. Everybody got their own issues and personal problems. So remember that. And remember this. These kids is growing up, and they growing up, and their attitudes is way out of control, and they think the world owns something, and they don't give the proper respect that they should give to adults. And a lot of it is the parents' fault for condoning a lot of things. Not only are you condoning too much, but you're doing too much, and they're not really earning a lot of things that they should get. And a lot of things are not being explained to them, you know, in the right, correct way. You know, I'm speaking on this because it's like we done already set back and lost a generation. So we need to come together, and we need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? This is cmac, Mr. Lobster and Shrimp. You know, and I approve this message. Yeah.